Hi everyone. So this video is going to be about the change in my identity since I lost my job, what a typical day may be like, and what I'm doing now to make my channel grow. So I lost my job a couple months ago, and I have had to acclimate to a lot of things. My whole entire life changed. Everything changed. I don't have people in my life like I had. My wake and sleep cycle is different. When I get up out of bed, it's different. My activities are different. Um, Earning money is different. Um, Everything's different. My job title is different. My role is different. And I am depending on myself for my income. And so I have had to acclimate to a sudden job loss and decided that I'm going to build YouTube because I heard that YouTube is probably the best way for a content creator to earn money. And I have had to change the way I look at myself and my self-identity. My identity was wrapped up in my job title. Like I used to work in mental health, I used to work in HR, I used to teach at a university, I used to work in artificial intelligence. And all of those job titles were such a big part of my identity, doing those things 40 hours a week. And then suddenly it's just gone. And where do I go from here? Who am I now? What am I now? What am I doing now? And most of all, how am I going to earn income now that my normal regular income is gone? I've had to fly by the seat of my pants a lot of times in years past, just get a job here or there to pay the bills, make ends meet. I was flying by the seat of my pants, and basically I had to take any job basically that was offered to me. Sometimes I worked 3 jobs, maybe a full-time and a couple of side gigs, or a part-time job and a side gig, to make money. And now this is a huge step, a big step, when I have no income, I don't have another job to go to, and I have to create a way to make income by myself, and I have to rely on myself and try to get money coming in, because I do have to pay my bills like everybody else, and I'm not rich. So I've had to give up my old identity, and I am a believer in Christ Jesus. So every day when I wake up, I am thanking God and I am asking for guidance. How can I make my YouTube channel a success and carry your word, God? How can I make it my mission field? And how can I help others and connect with other Christians, grow community, and make money from videos and products that I write? I'm trying to get my Kindle book uploaded to sell on Amazon right now. And I have a web store, but I need to create the content for people that want to do what I'm doing and want to hear what I'm saying and doing, because maybe you also are a content creator or a new YouTuber, or you're just watching videos and you are thinking you might want to start a YouTube channel. And I hope you will come back and subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be working on building my YouTube. I'm starting from scratch. I never really made it on YouTube, although I've been a YouTube creator for years, maybe 5 years, and I've had other channels. But this is the one I'm going to stay and build on, Eternal Souls Matter. And if you want to come here, I'm going to give tips. I think I'm going to grow where I will do some kind of workshops or teachings or Zoom courses to get that connectability, talk to people, answer questions, share my experience. And, I watch videos every day to learn how to do YouTube, and I'm doing reading to learn how to grow your YouTube. So I am creating YouTubes every day. I aim for about 10 minutes, and I am not publishing them every day. I publish about every other day, but I schedule them so they can be published for public viewing every other day, just to get things started. I want to build an audience and then also train the algorithm to know what kind of channel I have, what kind of audience might be interested in my content, might want what I have to say, and that is the main thing I'm doing right now to build my business. I have been on other social media sites, but I am realizing to really push on YouTube, YouTube, and really make income and everything, it has to be my first big channel that I work on. Everything else I'm going to just sort of let go. I'm still a little bit on other social media lightly, but to build a business, I'm finding you really have to focus on your business. So you have to learn everything you can to help you. Be careful that you're not overwhelmed with the enormous amount of information that's out there you can get for free. I watch Shane Hummus, for example. His YouTubes are excellent for growing your channel and kind of knowing what to do. And I've learned a lot from him. I just attended one of his free classes today, and I always take a lot of notes. So I'm making those changes. In future videos, they're going to get better quality, better thumbnails, better titles, better everything as I learn and grow, and I'm scheduling them so they can't be seen yet, but they're going to automatically be published every other day while I scramble to get an audience. So that's what you could do, and I talk about it here. If you want to write in the notes where you are, if you're starting a YouTube channel, if you want to learn more what you are YouTubing about, any questions you have, leave me comments. I read the comments. I will respond to the comments. So yeah, I'd like to meet some of you and see what you're doing. Now, a typical day for me is I get up at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 p.m. The reason is I work through the night and I go to bed at about 6 a.m. and maybe fall asleep between 7 and 8 a.m. Now, my schedule has changed. I'm working through the night. I'm up all night. I don't know why. I ask God. But what happens at night is that's when I'm most creative mentally. I don't know, maybe you've noticed this at nighttime. You have looser mind associations. There's more creativity. Something's happening in the night shift that, it's almost like my imagination is more flexible. There's more to offer as far as my creativity. There also is less going on. I don't have, I don't hear distant traffic. I don't hear neighbors running their leaf blowers and firing up their super loud trucks that are humongously loud, or people blasting music. I live in a quiet area by a lake. Thank you, God. That is a God gift. That is one thing He's done for me. This just sort of fell in my lap to live in this beautiful area. So I am up at 2 p.m., 4 p.m., something like that, and I feel a lot of guilt. My previous job, I got up around 5:15, 5:30 in the morning, and then I would log in, working with artificial intelligence, log in at 6 a.m., log out at 2 p.m., and I feel almost like I'm doing something wrong. I have a little bit of anxiety. I do talk to God about it. Like, am I lazy? Like, I've slept in, the day's almost gone, there's hardly any sunlight outside, being winter, and I feel like, ooh, this is wrong, this is really wrong, but it's not. I am communicating with God. I have my prayer life, and so that guilt I have to get over, and I have to recognize and log in my journal. I also have a spreadsheet of every video I publish, where it is, what the link is, the name of it, the date, and so I keep track. But I have to look at that to remind myself and review my night, the productivity, everything I did. Like what I do every day, like I say, is I did a video about 10 minutes, and then I do 2 shorts. Right then, I get it all done, all labeled, the text, the thumbnails, everything uploaded and scheduled. I do that every day, and I am, just at ground zero right now, but I have videos done ahead of time that are not yet public, and I'm getting videos stored ahead. And it's just good if something happens, if I need to take a few days off, if I get sick, they're going to automatically publish. And I suggest you do that too if you're doing YouTubes. So when I get up, I'm an intermittent faster, so I fast 20 hours a day, and then I have like a 3 to 4 hour eating window. Today I got up, I made some chili, and it was really wonderful, filling, and tasty. So I'll eat 2 meals a day. I start drinking coffee and water. I watch the news. I just kind of get my mind going. I jog in place a little bit. This is how I start my day. And I have like a notepad, something I'm taking notes every day, and I'm writing down video ideas, and I'm kind of journaling thoughts. What could I turn into a video? What product can I design? This is my typical day. I do this every day, just sharing, and I'm shutting out all the other things, all the other social media. I'm not on TV too long watching, and when I do watch videos, it's going to be a lot of training videos. I do get news of the day. That's another thing I'm going to branch into in my YouTubes. But and also I'm watching my YouTubes. I'm doing the analytics. I'm seeing who found my video, where they're from. Was it a video suggested to them? Did they come from outside social media? Like I'm on LinkedIn a lot. I have like 3,600 connections on LinkedIn. And so I do post there, and people that I used to work with are there. And so they see my content, and they'll, sometimes click in and watch my stuff. So I'm looking at the analytics, the stats. I'm learning what is doing better, what did people seem to stay and watch longer for, and I'm just going to keep posting, and I'm just going to do that. And if you want to grow your channel, like I say, leave me some comments. Let me know. Let me know you're watching. Hi, maybe say what state you're in. I'm from Montana or Missouri or whatever. And let me know if you want to let me know what you're struggling with. Maybe I can address that in a video, because a lot of people are not learning what YouTube is all about. But I have lots of notes. I'm putting things into practice. I'm going to come up with a list of freebies. You don't have to buy, software or whatever. And I'm going to tell you freebies that I've been using, because on a budget, shoestring budget, like maybe you are, you don't want to be buying things. I don't either. So I use a little webcam. I'm going to explore using my phone and kind of check that out again. I have a little tripod, but so this is what I'm doing, and it's affecting my ability to think about myself as a content creator. This is my business. I am streamlining. I'm cutting out all the additional garbage I don't need, and I'm giving myself, 4 hours a day just to create my one YouTube and my 2 shorts. That means coming up with a script, practicing a little bit in front of the camera, reviewing my bullet points. Within about 4 hours is all I want to do. If I could do it in less, I'm going to try to get there. So I keep posting. Thanks for watching. Come back, watch again. Okay, take care.